Representative Wingard.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Colleagues, House Bill 2512 will create the Fallen Public Safety Officer license plate. HB 2512 passed overwhelmingly in your House Transportation Committee. The funds raised from this new group license plate will go to a special fund that will pay for the families and escorting officers to attend the national memorial ceremonies for fallen public safety officers on the date when the fallen officer will be honored. Colleagues, yesterday a number of us attended the annual law enforcement memorial ceremony. Among the 4 men added to the memorial wall were 2 officers we lost last year. On December 12th, Oregon State Police Senior Trooper William Hakeem and Woodburn Police Department Captain Tom Tennant investigated a suspicious object at a Woodburn bank. While investigating, the device detonated with both officers losing their lives. Oregon State Police, after the tragic death of Senior Trooper Hakeem, wanted to send his family and fellow officers to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial for Fallen Police Officers in Washington, D.C. on the date that Senior Trooper Hakeem would be honored. OSP, in a last resort effort to raise money for the trip to our country's capital, turned to funding the trip by having a garage sale. As Oregonians, we are fortunate to have nearly 30,000 police safety officers in this state, whether it be police officers, firefighters, parole, or probation officers. We owe the families who must live with the loss of their loved ones more than a garage sale. Group license plates are nothing new to this state, with dozens already available from the Department of Motor Vehicles. All costs that ODOT will incur due to the production of this plate will be paid fully by donations. This license plate will not cost any taxpayer money. Across the country, 12 states, including our neighbor to the north, Washington, have a version of a memorial plate dedicated to their fallen public safety officers. In Washington, since their law enforcement memorial license plate became available for purchase in 2005, the plate is the second highest selling specialized plate in the state, with more than 7,800 sold so far. I don't see why this plate wouldn't have the same success in Oregon. Being a police officer, firefighter, or any of the other forms of public safety officers is a dangerous line of work, and these men and women do their job willingly. They are jobs that make our neighborhoods and communities safer, and they will not get rich doing it. Rarely are citizens given a chance to show their support for the work our public safety officers do. Colleagues, in the gallery with us today are Mary Nunnenkamp and her son, Brett Olson. Shortly after I was appointed to the House in August, I came across an email from Mary asking for this license plate. Mary is a retired public servant with 33 years of service with 911 call centers, the Washington County Sheriff's Office, and most recently with the Washington County Commission on Children and Families. She is currently the chair of the Washington County Public Safety Coordinating Council. Mary's husband, Detective Randy Nunnenkamp, was a 17-year veteran of the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Randy investigated crimes against children, including child sex abuse, physical neglect, and infant death cases. He also was a member of the Child Abuse Interdisciplinary Team, the Meth Disciplinary Team, and the Attorney General's Sexual Assault Task Force. Mary and Randy pioneered a public education program that taught thousands of teachers, clergy members, and parents about the signs of sexual predator practices and child abuse recognition. Detective Nunnenkamp was killed while off duty in a motorcycle crash when an oncoming motorist entered his lane of traffic. Shortly before his death, the Oregon Peace Officer Association honored Randy with an award for outstanding service in the investigation of crimes against children. Since his death nearly 3 years ago, Mary and Brett created the Randall Lee Nunnenkamp Scholarship Foundation, which awards academic scholarships to former foster care recipients. It's truly amazing people. Detective Nunnenkamp's work was so highly respected by his peers that the Clackamas County Child Abuse and Family Violence Summit, the Oregon DARE Association, and the Department of Public Safety Standards and Training have created awards in his name. House Bill 2512 is dedicated to the memory of Detective Randy Nunnenkamp. Mary and Brett, he'd be very proud of you both today. This memorial license plate will not only show our support for the tens of thousands of public safety officers who work diligently every day
It will also show our appreciation to the 171 public safety officers who have paid the ultimate price, and to their families who must bear burdens that we can only begin to imagine. This is our way of saying thank you. This is a good bill, and I urge your aye vote.